right, ain't it?
Not a bad day for it.
May I say you have a beautiful family, sir. You're
Thank
blessed.
you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank God.
Amen. It's definitely a beautiful day for a ride.
Definitely a beautiful day for a ride. So hey guys, welcome to our channel, Tag Along with the Tinsleys. And we have officially been on YouTube for 1 year. June was our 1 year. And we have yet to hit our 1,000 subscriber mark to get our channel monetized. So I know a lot of you guys like our riding videos, you guys are watching those, but you're just not subscribing. But I had an idea. I wanted to do a Q&A video so you guys could get to know us a little better. And so I thought, why not do a ride with us Q&A? So I just posted on my Instagram story asking our Instagram friends and family for some questions that we can answer to help you guys get to know us better. And so while those are coming in, we're gonna go ahead and start filming this video. And so we're in the machine. If you can't tell, we're actually in town, street legal in our town. We can ride our machine around, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so our first stop is our most favorite place ever to eat ice cream. Where are we at, girls?
Jack's.
Jack's. Check it out,
It's
guys.
usually Jack's Donuts, but it's Jack's.
So we are at Jack's Donuts, and not only do they have donuts, but they have hand-dipped ice cream, which is awesome. So as we go along today, riding in our machine, we're going to be mowing some, we're going to be cleaning the old motorhome out. We're going to do some riding, and as we're doing that, we're going to answer some questions for you guys. So if you guys would like to know more about us, stick around and watch the rest of this video. Okay, so I have my ice cream now. And it's super hot out, and this is going to be really challenging riding the machine with no windshield still, because we have not had time to install the windshield. But
yeah, no accessories has been installed.
Yeah, and when we do that, we're going to video that, so make sure you be on the lookout for that, because it's going to happen, just don't know when. But I wanted to say one more thing in the intro. I said that I was going to do a, I think I said I was going to do a giveaway.
No.
So go over to our Instagram, follow our Instagram in order to be updated on those details. But we really want to try to push our channel, so this is the way we're going to do it. So make sure you follow us on Instagram to get those details. Like, subscribe, all those good details. Help us out, guys. Come on. We want to keep on putting out content for you guys. And
yeah, because we actually get enough views to get paid.
Yeah, we do. But not enough subscribers. So help us out, guys. What do you think, Simeon?
I think it's cool.
You like it? Say hi to everyone on YouTube.
Hi.
He's the cutest little boy you ever will meet.
Yeah, except they don't have two shoes on right now. I have to get one of these.
You have to get one. Tell your dad to buy you one.
There's a body one.
So,
There's a kid one.
I want one too.
It's an expensive hobby.
God ain't made me rich yet. Can you help me? Now, are you happy now?
Very happy.
Do you feel safe riding on the
Very
trail? Have you
safe.
been riding on trails?
We just rode on the trail out by the church, but very safe.
Well,
say hi to YouTube.
hi YouTube. Yeah, we're here with some of my brothers and sisters. They bought a new side-by-side, a 4-seat, and it's a beautiful machine, but we're talking about going riding in Kentucky, and we're going to have more fun than the law will allow.
The truth shall set you free.
There you go.
So we came to see our brother Gary, and we love our brother Gary, don't we, girls?
Yes, and he's Mackenzie's riding buddy.
Mackenzie, is that your riding buddy?
He's my riding buddy.
No, he's mine.
He's my riding buddy too. He's both of ours. He's both of ours.
I think I'm all of your riding buddies.
No, you're just me and Mackenzie.
Oh, well.
So our other riding buddies are all in Colorado, rubbing it in our face. He's glad he's not there.
Yeah, don't like Colorado, don't like the state. Their officials that govern the forest and stuff, they're idiots. They're thieves. They rob and collect. They want you to buy a permit to ride your side-by-side or your quad or your motorcycle in Colorado, and there's no law that requires you to buy it. It's a regulation made by the Department of Natural Resources. They're thieves. So I don't go out there. I'm done.
I want to go home.
We love our brother Gary, and hopefully you'll be seeing him pretty soon when we all get back to Kentucky, because we are so excited and ready to get back. But now we took a detour. We're not supposed to be here, but we took a detour anyways because we just couldn't help it.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
Girls, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
There's times when it'll shift and you'll think that it's going to tear the drive shaft out because it shifts so
Well, we
hard.
started.
Okay, so we just got to the campground and we're fixing to get into the motorhome, go get some propane, get the motorhome cleaned up. But our first question is, how long have you guys been married and how many children do you have? So we have been married 11 years as of July 10th, and we have 4 beautiful girls. Our oldest daughter is Mackenzie and she's 9.
Hi.
We have Mallory, who is 7 and she's not with us. We have Melena, who is 6 and she's right here. And then we have Madeline, who is 4. And now Madeline, she's our miracle baby, and we are going to do a specific video on that you won't want to miss. That'll be coming out in September. And so, yeah, that's us.
We're excited about it. I think you guys will enjoy the journey that it took for us to get to where we're at.
Okay, so we are in the old 1986 Tioga.
It is hot.
In which, if you don't know, Jared's papa gave this camper to us about 4 years ago. So it's very old, but it was given to us and we've made a lot of memories in it. So we're taking it to get it washed, and we are going to get some propane in the tank. And so we're going to answer our next question. And our next question is, what is Jared and I's occupation? So I am a stay-at-home mom.
Very busy stay-at-home mom.
Thankfully, the Lord has allowed me to be able to stay at home ever since Mackenzie was born. I used to work at McDonald's and I used to work at the bank, and I actually almost have my bachelor's degree in elementary education, and I have a minor in math, and so my dream job is Christian education. Actually, I really never intended to teach in a public school, but I wanted to become a teacher to provide our Christian children with a proper education. So maybe someday, if the Lord wills, I will finish that degree. But for right now, I'm staying at home, taking care of my babies, and loving every minute of it.
Well, for me, I'm so thankful that Miranda actually gets to do that, because our home actually runs smoothly. The camera's pretty good.
I know, I'm trying to get comfortable. This is not a comfortable position to be in.
But anyways, we kind of found out the hard way that it works better if Miranda's stay-at-home mom. And so that truly is a really, really good, a really big job. And we couldn't do it without her.
It's so bumpy.
So what do? So I work in a factory. We make transmission cases for just about everything. I've been really blessed to be there. I'm going on 11 years now. 11 years working there. I really like my job. It's provided a good home to us, and it's always been there for me and my family. They've always taken care of us. We've had some miraculous events take place in our life, and both of those issues, those major issues, my company stood with me and helped us through that. So yeah, I do work in a factory. I punch the clock every day. I actually clock in every day. I work my 40-hour weeks. I take my vacation like everybody else does, and we kind of do our fun stuff in the midst of this. So for us to video, it's always like a massive big deal, because we're always on either working on the road doing something. But yeah, I work a job. I work in a factory, and I love my job. So far as wise as what else we do, some of y'all know that we do a lot of sound work. My sound work just kind of blew up in my face. I didn't really set out to do it, but it just kind of happened. I'm really good at it, and that's not being facetious. The Lord's blessed me with a talent to be able to do sound really good. Some people play guitars. Some people are really good at other things. That's kind of my niche. That's what I do really good at. So we do sound work, we do sound installs, mostly church stuff, mostly youth camp meetings, and new buildings. So I'm also a preacher teacher. I felt the Lord call me in the ministry about 12 years ago, and I can honestly say that our lives have never been the same since. I really like to teach, I really like to preach. I've done a lot of different ministry opportunities, and I've always enjoyed doing whatever the Lord has called me to do. So whenever I'm given an opportunity to do something, I usually take it with as much zeal as I possibly can, and I always enjoy getting to work and do something for the Lord. So for the next question, the question is this: where did our name come from, Tag Along with the Tinsleys? And honestly, the credit has to all go to my wife. There was a day that we were riding around and she was talking about she wanted to do a YouTube channel because we're so interesting in front of everybody. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea, but so much work. I can't do it all. So actually, that's the reason why my wife is pretty much always the one that you see behind the camera. She's the one that kind of takes care of doing all the fun stuff and making it look good, and she's our little YouTube gal. That's all my wife. Well, anyways, get back to the story. So one day we're riding, and back when we decided this and talked about this, we were traveling like every weekend. We were gone every weekend. It was a busy time, and we always had something going on. It was crazy, all the time crazy. And she looks at me, she says, well, since we're going to all these states and we're doing all these things, let's just call it Tag Along with the Tinsleys, so that when people are going with us, they'll see, you know, they can kind of tag along in our travels and see the next thing. So that's where the name came from, Tag Along with the Tinsleys. And I felt like this is a perfect name. And she just kind of sat on it because she was so busy at the time. And I was at work one day, and on my lunch break, and I thought, wow, I'll just get on there and see if the name Tag Along has anything on YouTube. And it didn't, so I immediately went out there, put in my name, and got it all done. And now I have Tag Along with the Tinsleys. So that's how we came up with our name, Tag Along with the Tinsleys. That's what we do, and that's what you're doing. You're tagging along with us, all just tagging along together. So I come up here and...
Oh my goodness, look at my arm. It still has thorns in it. Do you see that? Show it up close. Oh my stars.
It got thorned.
That's what happens when you mow up against property lines and they're not cut back anymore. They grow out.
So anyways.
So we're going to answer another question since he came up here. And our next question is, what is the purpose of your channel? And that's actually a good question because I'm quite not sure.
We've shown our rides.
Okay, so let me tell you what my intentions are. He said he answered the question about how we came up with Tag Along with the Tinsleys. So our intentions were obviously to document our travels, but that's kind of changed. So I think the direction of our channel now is going to be motivational, inspirational, family, vlogging style, and then of course our rides. We're gonna probably have 50% riding videos and 50% motivational, inspirational, family vlog style videos. How we function as a family, how I mom 4 girls and he dads 5 women in his life.
I just go to work.
So anyways, yeah. So that is the purpose of our channel, and we hope that you will subscribe and follow along with us on this journey. We got some of the hard work done.
Some, not all.
My hair is bright. But we're gonna stop and go play for a little while. Show you guys a trail on our church campground. You've already seen part of it, but there's this epic hill that we like to go up. So if we can get to it, we're gonna show you guys before it gets too dark. Up this hill, and the sun is glowing on my face. So I hope you guys are enjoying our Q&A video. I wanted up that like like it was nothing.
It looked pretty grippy, so I was like, I think I can just go straight up it without anything.
Oh my word, that looked like a sissy hill.
It's not. We'll show them the other side of that.
So while we're here, we are going to answer another question.
Yes, my favorite question.
This is his favorite question.
My favorite.
So, what are our plans for rides this year?
So, there are a couple places that are like fairly easy for us to get to that don't cost a lot of time for us to get there. So, the first that we would like to do is Land Between the Lakes. We got some friends that's been, they say it's excellent. Number 2 would be
Hatfield
McCoy. The problem with Hatfield McCoy that makes it a little bit lower on our list is that we can't take our youngest 2 kids. They have rules for helmets. They also have rules for children.
Age limits
And height limits. So we can't just go as a family there. So that really hurts us a lot. Even though the trails is really a lot of riding like we like to do. Riding through the woods and stuff. But we just can't really go without saying, okay, you 2 can't go, and that just really feels bad to us.
Yes, because they love going. So then our third plan is definitely Kentucky. We're going to go back and we're going to revisit some of those trails that we've already videoed, and we're going to try them out in our new Polaris RZR Pro 2021. We just got it in June. So we used to have a Polaris Ranger Crew 1000, and our riding videos prior to this are all of us in that machine. So if you're interested in that type of machine and you want to see it trail ridden, check our videos out. We have a playlist that has all those videos in it.
Absolutely.
But we're going to revisit our Kentucky trails with this machine. And
a lot of the same trails, but a lot of trails that we've never done before.
Yeah. So if you like our riding videos that we put out, make for sure you subscribe so you won't miss our upcoming riding videos.
Absolutely.
I'm getting soybeans between my toes. So someone asked the question, how many more kids do we want, or if we're finished having kids, and we actually cannot have any more kids, sadly. I probably would have tried one more time for a boy, but God saw different, and so we are very happy with what God has blessed us with. My chariot awaits. Okay, so it's getting dark and we don't want to drive our machine in the dark, so we're gonna leave the campgrounds now and we're gonna head to the house. You're gonna go wash it off or not?
Wash it off real quick. Let me just hose it off real quick.
Okay, we're gonna go to the car wash and hose it off. We're gonna answer a couple more questions for you guys, get something to eat, and we'll end this vlog. So hang tight.
About done.
So we're just gonna spray it down because it's a little, just a little dusty, not too bad. What faith are we? So we're gonna answer this question.
We're not using our channel for trying to be a missionary.
Right. But I know some of you are probably curious as to what faith we are. So
what we are is Pentecostal holiness, and we believe some simple values, and we try to live good lives, good healthy lives, and live for the Lord, and just leave it simply. That's that, okay? Not get overly complicated with it and have people mad.
Religion and faith can always be a touchy subject, but it really shouldn't be, to be honest. It's pretty simple, and I think a lot of people make it complicated. But our faith is actually a big part of our life. It's who we are, and we were both raised in it from the time that we were born. So we are firm, strong believers, and we honestly wouldn't have it any other way. It means everything to us. And so now we're gonna get this thing washed off, and we're gonna head back to the house, get the girls, take a thumbnail picture, and get us something to eat.
Well, you know, it's kind of like when you get your baby, you bring it home. You don't leave it with a dirty diaper, you change it.
You're hilarious.
Why would we want to leave our brand new machine with a dirty diaper?
That is true. I think you got my seat wet.
Yeah. You won't melt.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get this thing washed. I'm getting hangry. It looks good, baby. Now can we go eat? Okay, so we videoed this last question and the video quality was very poor, the lighting was poor, and we had lots of distractions. So we wanted to answer this question and re-video it. So the question was, how did you guys meet and what is your love story? And I don't think we have enough time to really tell you guys everything.
Well, it's all your fault, not mine. Definitely not mine.
I'll take the blame for it.
You should.
But we met in 2002. No, 2003. I was 17, he was 17. And we met at a camp meeting. He was there doing sound, and I was there with my aunt and uncle. My uncle was a preacher. And he said that he noticed me. And so
she had curly hair. After
the meeting, we always had like concessions, and we was in the line for food. It was me, my cousin, my sister, and some other girls that we had met there, and we were all just standing in a circle talking. And here comes Jared, and he walks up to a girl that was standing there with bright red hair, and he says, "My, that's some pretty red hair you have."
She did have pretty red hair, I will give her that.
"What's your name?" Shook her hand, she told him her name, and so then the next thing you know, he's going around the whole entire circle saying, "Hi, my name's Jared. You know, what's your name?" And we all told him who he was.
I had to have a way in.
And basically, you know, we kind of stood there and didn't really say anything else. We got our food, went our separate ways and ate, and then after we were away from him, I told my sister and my cousin, I'm like, I think that I've seen him somewhere before. And so back then they had Ringo and Bebo, and I was like, I think he's my friend on either Ringo or Bebo. And so I hunted him down that night. All the young people were kind of hanging out, and he was walking across the yard area, and I remember I just like stepped out in front of him and like stopped him in his tracks, and I'm like, I think I've seen you somewhere before. And he's like, oh really? He's like, I said, I think you're my friend on Ringo or Bebo, and you commented on one of my pictures. And so he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I'm not sure. He's like, my mom gets on my account all the time, so she's probably the one who done it. And I was like, that was like rejection, I guess. It really wasn't, because you know, he was interested in me, but the answer that he gave was not the answer that I was looking for. Because if I remember correctly, the comment on the picture was,
it was definitely me.
Looks like some pretty girls having fun. It was like me and my cousin. And so anyways, the rest of that week
I'm sure it was me.
the rest of that week we kind of just like found each other in the food line, hung out together after the services, and by the end of the week I had his bright green Aeropostale hoodie.
It's not really bright, more dark.
It's like a green. It's like green.
She still has it.
I do still have it. And it smelled amazingly like he did every night that week.
It smells like the closet now.
And so then we exchanged numbers, and 7 years later we went through a long distance relationship. And 7 years,
really not a relationship, babe. You need to clarify that.
well, it was a relationship, it just wasn't the relationship that you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, 7 years later we got married. We've been married for 11 years, as I answered.
That was the best day of my life, besides the day that I got saved.
In the 7 years that we knew each other before we got married, I was specifically praying for certain things in my spouse, and he had not met those things that I had prayed about and felt like.
Number one, I wasn't rich.
No. That was not it at all.
No, that's not it.
But you know, it took him 7 years to get there.
Yeah, I mean, the Lord
It took him 7 years for God to get him there. It was all in God's timing, but if I had to do it all over again, I would have married him.
She should have just submitted
the first day that I met him, because I believe without a shadow of a doubt that Jared and I were the perfect ones for each other. We are soulmates.
Absolutely.
And definitely God's will. So I really am a firm believer that you should pray about who you marry,
until you know that you know that you know.
Until you know that you know that you know. And I guess I just was looking for the Lord to just come out of the sky and speak to me and say, he's the one.
Yeah.
And that never happened, but I got confirmation in my heart, and in those 7 years my heart was always drawn to him, and God kept bringing him back to me. And here we are now, 11 years later, well, 18 years later.
Big story.
And we have 4 beautiful little girls and a wonderful family that God has blessed us with, a wonderful marriage, and just really grateful and thankful for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed our Q&A video. And
why do you gotta walk so fast?
Because it's just naturally how I walk.
If you have liked this video, just know that you cost me a lot of steps in this, okay? I got other things that I need to be doing, and instead we're out here filming for you guys. So you know what that means? You better like, you better subscribe, and you better, I don't know, give us a thumbs up.
So we hope you enjoyed getting to know us a little better and enjoyed our Q&A Ride With Us video. Definitely have something very exciting coming up. So make for sure you subscribe and be on the lookout for it, because you won't want to miss it.
Nope.
So until next time, bye guys.